Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Cinnamon Stitches. I'm your yarn host Jennifer. Today we're doing a new series. I don't know if it's going to be a one-man video, or not one-man video, a one-time video, or if it's going to be like an actual series. I had a yarn avalanche happen in the yarn room, okay? And I was talking about it in another video, and I was talking about, I'm pulling buckets out. So there's a mess behind me, and then there's a mess off to the side of me y'all can't see. Because I was on the lookout for a very specific yarn that I knew that I had for a tutorial. And when I went looking for it, I had a yarn avalanche. So I pulled the bucket out, but there was packs of yarn stacked on top of it. And I'm like, okay, what the heck is in this container? And I got to talking in the video and I was like, okay, I started showing you guys what was in one of the buckets. And I had a couple people say, like, I would really like to see what was in the yarn buckets. Enter Benjamin. He's going to go hide behind the yarn pile back there. He has to be in the room with Mama, and he has to be in his bed. He just makes him happy. So that got me thinking, like, maybe we'll just start doing some What's in the Yarn Buckets videos, because I have a lot of yarn buckets that is yarn either some of you have never seen, or I forgot that I had, which is happening a lot lately. Not only am I finding yarn I didn't know I had, I'm finding clothes I didn't know I had, like this shirt, for example. So, I am notorious, and this is an ADHD symptom, for forgetting that you were doing laundry. Notorious ADHD symptom, okay? You throw clothes in the washer, and like yesterday, I threw towels in the washer because we needed towels washed. My washer and dryer's in my garage, so I don't actually see it. Unless I go to the garage. I don't go in the garage very often. I hate the garage. It's cold out there. It's like, I don't like the garage. And I threw towels in the washing machine, and 3 days later, I looked at Mr. Cinnamon. I was like, did anybody ever put the clothes in the dryer, the towels? He's all, I didn't know there were towels in the washer. And so I was like, I think I washed them like 3 days ago. This happens a lot in our house. It happens a lot because I just forget that I'm doing something. I am an excellent cook unless I'm busy, because I also multitask ridiculously a lot. I will be filming a video and trying to cook myself lunch. Or I will be editing a video and trying to cook dinner for the family and trying to make sure Lucas doesn't have homework and trying to make, like, the way moms generally multitask. But when your brain is going 100 miles a minute and your brain is thinking of the next 4 steps, because that is another, like, typical ADHD symptom, is like, you are already 4 steps past what you were supposed to be doing and you done forgot what you were trying to do. So very often I will forget that I have done laundry, or I will come in here to check on the progress of my video that's either saving or uploading or something, and I forgot that I was cooking, and so I will smell burn. I cook everything on low because I know that this is something that happens to me frequently, so I don't catch the house on fire, because I have caught the house on fire before. I mean, I caught the kitchen on fire and then I put it out, but that one was Mr. Cinnamon's fault. He actually called me while I was heating up some oil on the stove, and I answered the phone and walked out of the room and came back to whoof. I literally watched it catch on fire. It went poof. That was good times. And back then I was in my early 20s. I didn't really know how to put out a grease fire. Luckily, Mr. Cinnamon's like, he's all, throw flour on it, throw flour on it. I threw flour on it and the flames hit the ceiling. Like, that didn't work. So I just went over and grabbed the skillet and I stuck it in the sink and poured water on it. So it made a very loud noise, but it went out. And I know that you're not supposed to do that. Now I know that, but oh, good times, good times. Anyway, the point of all that was, I also will buy yarn and make yarn purchases, and I put them somewhere, and I'm like, I don't remember buying this yarn. And that's what I'm showing you today, is yarn I don't remember buying. I think it is the one and singularly time I purchased from Ice Yarns. And I purchased it because I needed this yarn right here. Well, I wanted this yarn. This is, and I hate the way ice labels are. This is Magic Glitz in the rainbow color. So that's the information on the label. I ordered a pack of this. I have used most of it. This came in, I think, a 5-pack. I feel like I've used at least 2, but I might have used 3 of these because I only have 2 left. And I found this in there, and I knew I had this. I've worked with this. Like, this ball of yarn went a long ways. I threw this in the knitting machine, and I did rainbow on the inside and white on the outside, and then it was reversible, so the rainbow on the outside, white on the inside. And it made beautiful hats on the knitting machine. But also, I held this double, and I put it in my Jujus N Stitches blanket for, I want to say, the month of June. Because it was diamonds, so it was rainbow diamonds. Really, really like this yarn. It's not the softest, like you can, and I hate how crinkly the bags are. I hate a crinkly bag. And I'm surprised it's still in the bag because usually when it's only 1 or 2 balls, it ends up on the shelves. But under that cabinet where I pulled out the bucket where I was looking for the yarn for the tutorial is my packs of yarn. So all the yarn's under there in packs. And they're all on the floor currently because I needed the bucket under the packs. And the bucket is out here and I haven't put the bucket back. And like, it's just a whole thing. But then I was like, this one fell out. And I was like, what is that gorgeousness? Like, I am obsessed with this color. And it's a busted open pack. And I'm missing 2 of them. And I know for a fact I have not used this yarn. So I'm guessing I'm guessing this was a casualty to the yarn avalanche. That's what this yarn is. So, favorite ethnic white, or wit. Favorite ethnic is the, I don't know why this is favorite ethnic. What ethnicity is this? Although, this is Jen. I am my own ethnicity. I just am obsessed with these colors. They're so bold and bright. Although, I guess I could see this on, like, the stuff that the African ladies wear. And my only knowledge of African stuff is Animal Kingdom Lodge. People literally are from Africa that work there, and I am so fascinated with their clothes. Like, they're just so beautiful. I love the colors, and I guess this could be African ethnicity, like straight from Africa, because I could totally see wearing like a whole garment out of these colors. Absolutely obsessed with these, and I'm sure there's other ethnicities that wear these kind of colors, but oh my god, that's what, I guess that's the favorite ethnic, and the colors remind me of Africa. Which I've always dreamed of going to Africa, and I know that I will never make it there. I love African food, I love African animals. They're pretty. So I'm missing 2 of these. And like I said, I know that I haven't used these. Because I didn't remember that I bought these, because when they popped out I was like, oh, what is that? This is like a reverse yarn haul. It's like a yarn rediscovery, but like, is that not gorgeous? Like, okay, but like a hat. See, this one looks like a totally different colorway because it's wrapped. So I'm like kind of liking this one better. But that would make such a pretty hat. And I bet this would go in the knitting machine really well because it's real soft. It's 100% acrylic. I think it says it's a 4. The writing is really ridiculously small. And then these 2 fell out of the cabinet. Again, I don't remember buying any of this. I know that I bought a Ice Yarn haul because I hated the website. I hated the website. The website is so complicated. There's so much information on the page. And my brain, when there's too much information on the page, my brain starts to scramble it all. And it's like, no. I cannot remember what I looked at 2 seconds ago to remember, oh, I really like the way that yarn looked. Unless I add it to the cart. Right then and there, I done forgot what I looked at. So it's like there's just too much information on the Icy Yarns page, and the way that they have the website laid out, I hate Icy Yarns website. Which is why I've only made one order with them. And I also don't know enough about the yarns to go, oh, that's comparison to, like, this reminds me of the old variegated versions of Everyday Anti-Pilling Acrylic from Premier. This doesn't say it's anti-pilling acrylic, but the colors remind me of the old variegated from like 10 years ago from Premier Yarns. And of course, I love a good sparkle, and I didn't care if that was rough or not because there's like so much glitter in that yarn. I ordered a couple of more cakes. I remember ordering the cakes, and I ordered them because Nancy from She's Got Yarn ordered these cakes, and I fell in love with them. I don't like the way they feel. So when Nancy goes, oh, these are really amazing, I don't know if I'm going to like them because my taste is not the same as hers, because she doesn't have all the skin problems that I do. And there's been a couple times where she really liked a yarn, and I'm like, ooh, I don't like the way that feels at all. And that's what happened, is like Nancy really loved the yarn, and I was like, those colors are amazing, Nancy likes it, I'm going to like it. And then, no, I didn't like it. So those cakes are actually up here on this shelf somewhere. And I can't, yeah, they're, you can't see them because they're on the shelf right above this one. Yeah. But they're like blues and whites, and there's a blue and red one, and they're beautiful, but they're, they stick to my skin, and I really don't care for that. So that's like the hard thing, is like when I'm ordering Icy Yarns, is like, I don't know if I'm going to like it or not. But this was the, I think this is not Magic Glitz. This is just Magic Cottonac. Cottonac. I don't know what that means. Is it cotton acrylic? Yes, it's cotton acrylic. So, what is the Magic Glitz? The Magic Glitz is 95% acrylic, 5% lurex, whereas the Magic Cottonac is 30% cotton, 70% acrylic, which I can get behind. And it's so pretty. It's not bad. It feels a little dry, but is that not gorgeous? Now I'm like, what do I want to make myself for springtime? Because that is springtime. I got 5 of these. What am I going to make? So if you guys work with Icy Yarns, like, give me some ideas. Like, what have you made with this style of yarn? This feels like a 3-weight. See, it says it's a 4, but the Magic Glitz was real thin too. Oh, that's a 3. This looks like it's the same width, and feels like the same width, but it says it's a 4. But, oh my god, are those not beautiful? Oh, I only have 4 of them. Still, how many yards is this? 225 meters times 4. So 2, 4, 6, 8. It's about 800 yards. It's a little more than 800 yards, I believe, but it's about 800 yards. Beautiful. And then this one's Sweet Baby, and it's a 3-weight. There's the label thing for that. Because I know that you ice nerds out there, you're like, okay, well, like the color and the, like, you guys know how to find stuff on the website from the label. I have no idea how to do that. Not a clue. Like I said, Icy Yarns website confuses the heck out of me. This one is 100% anti-pilling acrylic. I love anti-pilling acrylic. Oh, that's definitely anti-pilling acrylic. That's definitely anti-pilling acrylic. Look how pretty that is. Same thing as, like, these are spring and summer colors. I'm gonna make wearables. These stink. This one smells like my house. These have been in plastic. They smell like machine. They need to come out of there and air out. I also have, like, I have Icy Yarns up there in varying rainbow colors that someone sent me a couple years ago. I don't think she's around anymore, and if she is, I haven't seen her channel pop up. She was Raven something or another, I think. There's like four varieties of ice yarn in rainbow colors up there. So I think what I need to do, and I've been talking about this a lot, is putting yarns, like yarns together. And I don't know if I want to put all my ice yarns in a bucket, because then that leads me to problems, because I have a bucket that's just Premier Yarns. But there's cotton in there, and there's acrylic in there, and there's, when I go to look for a specific yarn, like, how do you organize your yarn? Do you put cottons together and acrylics together? Do you put them by colors? Do you put them by brand together? Because I don't know what works for me. And like, it seems nothing works for me, because I am constantly changing what I'm doing in here, and it's driving me crazy. My wools are separated. Like, if I have fancy wools, all of my wools are together. I just have always done that. Like, my wools stay together. But then I mix everything else together. I either put a rainbow wall up, which was non-functioning, because I even kind of have a rainbow still going on one of these shelves, and it's non-functioning because what the heck, I don't know what's Premier Yarns, what's Mary Maxim Yarns, I don't know what's what. They're all basically acrylic. But like, if I'm doing a video for a specific company, now I gotta go look for, my battery's dying, hang on. Sorry about that. So therein lies the problem, is, I think it's my lifestyle is the problem. I have a lot of yarn, and I don't know how to store it properly, and I don't know what works for me. Having a Premier Yarn bucket, a Lion Brand bucket, that works, because when I want to do a yarn review, I go in my bucket, I'm like, these are Lion Brands, what can I do? This is Premier Yarns, what can I do? I was doing Mary Maxim for a little bit, but I kind of like backed off from the Mary Maxim. Because I wasn't liking a lot of the yarns I was using for Mary Maxim, honestly. Like, it was give or take whether I liked it or not. They have good prices on brand name yarns, but some of the Mary Maxim brands are just okay. Some of them are great, and some of them are just meh. So, like, that's the problem, is I don't know how to store it so that it works, so I'm not constantly hunting for something. I know that the packs are together because they're packs, and like, if I want to make a bigger project, the yarn's all together in a pack. That works. That makes sense. But they're all put away in a cabinet, and I don't know that they're down there, which is the problem. And then if I'm looking for a cotton yarn, is it in the packs, or is it with the cotton yarn, or is it with the Premier Yarns bucket, or is it with the, like, here's the problem. Here's the problem. And I know that some of you are going to suggest to categorize everything and write down a list. But I have so much yarn, that would take me a year. And I know that I'm not going to do that, because that is a lot of work that I don't have time to do. Maybe I just need to buy a label maker. Like, I was watching Rebecca from ChemKnits, and she has this really cool electric label maker. And maybe if I invest in one of those and I label the bucket with what's in them, then I can it will be easier for me to find specific yarns. But then I'm going to have to relabel it over and over again as I use the yarn. And that's the problem. I mean, it's a wonderful problem to have, let's be honest. Having a yarn collection that you never know what you're going to find in there is magnificent. And the same thing is like this shirt. I didn't know I had this shirt. I have no idea when or where I bought this shirt from, but like, it's comfortable, and I'm glad that I found it in the laundry. No idea where it came from. And this is the third shirt this week that I found in the laundry that I'm like, where did that come from? You would think I was a shopaholic, but I'm really not. I mean, I buy a lot of yarn for the channel, but I'm not a shopaholic. I'm very much a saver. By the way, you guys, speaking of shopping, this is a little blog section of this really strange video that we're making, but I got a secret to tell you. I ordered a drop spindle. I want to learn how to spin yarn. As if I didn't have enough hobbies and interests in my life to keep me busy for the rest of my life, I want to learn how to spin yarn. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I ordered a drop spindle. And I ordered some yarn, and I just ordered it off of Amazon because it was cheap and because I'm gonna want to practice a lot before I figure that I can make something beautiful with like hand-dyed bats of yarn. And well, it's not yarn, hand-dyed hand-dyed bats, roving, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to start with just mass-produced stuff and just play with it until I get a feel of whether I like it or not. Because there's a good chance. Like, I took up weaving for a minute, and I liked it in the moment, and now I'm like, I don't want to weave ever again. There's nothing wrong with it. It just did not capture my heart like crochet does. I like knitting on occasion, but crochet is my heart. But I figure, like, I really like the look of hand weaved yarn, or not hand weaved, hand spun yarn. I was also watching Chevy Rell. If you don't know who Chevy Rell is, she is hilarious. She's spunky and she's got an attitude. And I like her. She's funny. She's someone like I would probably hang out with in real life because her personality is just fun. She likes her and I have a lot of the same likes. Like, she has a Jareth pillow in the background of her videos that I am obsessed with because I love Labyrinth. I love Labyrinth. She roller skates. I roller skated so much in my younger years. I can't do it anymore because I've hurt my ankle too many times. I can't stand up in roller skates anymore. Like, my ankle is not of strength to roller skate. And I would probably break my neck if I tried. But like, a lot of the stuff she talks about and does, I'm fascinated with her. She's an incredible knitter. She crochets. She spins her own yarn. She's like so knowledgeable about like fancy bougie yarns. But I was watching her and she's spun this really chunky yarn. And I was like, oh my God, that's gorgeous. I want to do that. I want to do that. I don't want to spin the real thin stuff. I want it to be thick and like lumpy bumpy and colorful, and I want it to be unique, and I just want it to be funky because that's how I feel. That's my personality, is kind of like funky, you know. And so yeah, I ordered a drop spindle. It should be here today. I'm really excited. So there's going to be a drop spindle video, and you're probably going to watch me fumble and get really frustrated. But we're going to try to learn that. You can open the door and let him out. He wants to be with the girls because he heard them barking. So yeah, that's what's going on in my world today. Is we're going to be cleaning and organizing and putting yarn up. I'm going to be editing and uploading videos, this one particularly, and the one I just recorded, which was talking about some yarn from Michaels. And we might find more treasures we're going to talk about in another video, because I think it's fun to look at what I have that I forgot I purchased. I know that I have at least one more of this. My bag is ripped to heck though. So this is probably going to have to go, we'll put that over there with that yarn, and maybe I'll make it a goal to use that. That bag is ripped to shreds. It's so loud. I don't know why ice bags are so loud. I need to find my garbage bag. My garbage can is underneath. Oh, I found the fourth one. Put it down there with my other pretty yarn I want to use. Maybe we'll do another, if this video turns out good and you guys liked it and you have positive feedback from it, maybe we'll do another video like this, because I have yarn everywhere, and I do know that I have yarn in buckets that I have forgotten I've had. I'm looking up there at the other ice yarn I have, and it's mixed with yarn that I got clearanced out for $1 a skein that is gorgeous cotton. And some other yarn that was sent to me called Eco Fusion. And I have a hand-dyed bucket up there, and like, I have all the yarn. So maybe we'll just discuss. It's not necessarily, I don't know if any of these yarns are still available through ice. I mean, if they are, they're beautiful. This one's real soft. And I gave you the information on the side of the package. I don't know how ice works. Like, do they discontinue? I don't know. I know nothing of ice, except that I placed exactly one order from them in my life. I would like to place another order, but I have no idea what I'm ordering. Maybe I should go on there and look for anti-pilling acrylic because that's my favorite. We'll see. I don't need any more yarn right now, but it's fun to rediscover what I have hidden in buckets for myself or in that cabinet down there. There's also like Moroccan Nights down there. There's some really nice yarn that was sent to me from Amy, who I haven't heard from in a really long time. Amy, if you're out there watching, hi, what's going on with you? Are you okay? Amy is in Florida. I have not heard from her in a long time. Mr. Cinnamon was even asking, he's like, what happened with Amy? I was like, I don't know, I haven't heard from her. And I mean, there's a probability she just got bored with watching me and she unsubscribed. I mean, there's a possibility, like, lots of things could have happened. Come, push the door. Push it. He's trying to get in so bad. He's like, this door is stuck. My hair is looking cute today. Woof. Anyway, that also is coming in the mail today. I got a little bit of extra. I'm going to zhuzh up the pink. But, yeah. And, oh, I almost matched my light back there. That's why I need a purple hair light back here so my hair glows purple. I know, my brain is all over the place today. I'm going to let you guys go, though. This was a lot of fun looking at the ice yarns that I have in my stash that I forgot I had. Let me know your opinions on this video because we can do more of these. I have lots of yarns hiding in buckets. And the reason I did this is because one of the comments I got today, as a matter of fact, on the recording of this video was one of you commented, like, I really would like to see what's in your buckets. Like, I love looking at yarn stash. And I have thought the same thing. Like, there has been several podcasters. I just want to go to their house and look at their yarn and see what they have. Several. I can think of 3 right off the top of my head of people. I just want to go to their house and go through their bins and look through their shelves and just see what they have. Maybe like do a swap with them. That would be fantastic. People tend to send me, when they send me yarn, and I'm fine with this, but people tend to send me Premier Yarns all the time, which is fine. I love Premier Yarns. I totally appreciate that because I do like Premier Yarns, but I have pretty much every Premier Yarns that exists. So I like to try new stuff. And so I would really like to just, I like seeing what other people have. I would love to be like, hey, I'll trade you this for this and this for this and this for that, you know. I don't do yarn swaps in the mail though. So I know somebody's gonna be like, I'll yarn swap with you. I don't do yarn swaps. I don't feel comfortable. I always feel like one person always sends a better box than the other person, and I always feel bad. Like I always feel like, oh, my box is subpar. Like I don't want to do a yarn swap, and that's why I don't do yarn swaps. But I like the idea of, in my head, in theory, but not in reality, you know, of doing tradesies. But really, I just want to collect more yarn. Let's just be real. I want to have a little bit of everything in my stash, and I kind of do. So with that, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. I don't know what day any of these videos I'm recording today are airing, so whatever today is, I hope it's beautiful, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. And I will see you in the next one, whatever day that is. Bye, guys.